This is a video about AlpineStars quality. So last March I bought my first AlpineStars textile, adventure, dual sport, whatever suit. And it was the Andes, and it was pretty low cost. It was what I could afford at the time, very new to the hobby. And I had this issue within a week, was this stitching right here. And I sent them a letter and they said, okay, we'll just mail it to us and we'll repair it. Well, I didn't do that because it wasn't my only suit and I was riding every single day. But the same thing started happening on this side as well, as you can see here. So these are kind of shitty, right? But it's their low cost entry to everything. And then here we have the jacket. This is the Drystar jacket. And again, I wore this every day, even when it was raining, even when it was cold. And you've got fraying Velcro. And one of the biggest problems I have with their stuff is the zippers. The zippers are, I know I'm moving the camera a lot, the zippers are plastic. So they sometimes, you miss a tooth, you're going to have a problem. But then if you look at the bottom here, you've got some fraying at the bottom. Makes it really hard to get that zipper in. If they'd use metal zippers, it would help considerably. Not to mention, they also don't really include quality pads when you buy their gear. Now, this is their Valparaiso. I bought this in February. I didn't start using it until my trip back home in April from Florida. Full jacket and pants. I think this was $300 for the jacket, $200 for the pants. And I think this one is $500 for the jacket, $300 for the pants. So it's definitely an upgrade. Roughly, it's a guesstimate here. So on the pants, whenever I'm zipping the pants down, I have to undo the bottom zipper here to get my boots on. This always catches on the fabric there on the inside, so I have to basically use my finger and pull it down with my finger inside of the zipper to keep it from catching. Not really a gigantic issue, but it's a little annoying. You look here, you've already got some strings where this is starting to fray, and these sort of strings are everywhere. They're all over the place. And I'm not really a textile expert, but it's really a problem. And then this is slowly coming more and more apart, so every day I put it on, I have to kind of push it back together like that, so that's coming loose. I know I'm fat, but you see here another string right here coming loose there. What else about the pants that I don't like? I think that was it for the pants. I don't think I complained about the pants though with the AlpineStars guys. The main issue was the jacket. So again, lots of little fraying pieces of cloth everywhere. There's an inner liner, there's a thermal liner, and there's a Drystar liner. On the left hand, let's set this up. The liner, there it's focused. After 3 days of use, so I was on day 3 of my road trip, this liner had already separated. So the wrist had already separated from the Drystar liner there. That was the first issue I had. Second one goes back to the zipper again. So this zipper is already showing signs of being impacted at the bottom. You can see right there. So it's making it harder and harder to zip up. And then the Drystar liner, these buttons here on the inside of the Drystar liner, these buttons are the interior liner. Well, one of the buttons already fell out. And if you look at the hole, it just tore through that hole and just fell right out. I had it at my desk, but it keeps falling out, so I can't really replace it. The Velcro material is already starting to fray, and this is only 1 month of actual use, or 3 weeks of use in this thing. I got one of those little frayed wires, like we got another one up here. Pretty easy to find. What else was there? There was something else that I was going to mention. Those are the big ones, I think. There might be one more that I'm forgetting. But anyway, this is kind of a, I guess a kind of a complaint that I think AlpineStars builds gear that only lasts a year. A year of riding and then pretty much just get rid of it and buy something new, which is absolutely ridiculous. You know, every time I look at Climb's suits, I think, man, $1,000 for a jacket versus $500. How much better could it be? But if the Climb lasts 2 years instead of 1, I think I'm just going to go to Climb. When this Valparaiso, whatever he pronounced it, when this thing finally dies, I'm just going to just buy the Climb Badlands suit, and maybe it'll last me 5 years, in which I would have to buy 5 of these. So, boo AlpineStars. I'm going to send this in for warranty, which means wearing my old suit for a month. So I'm going to send this in. When I leave for Belgium, I'll send this in, the jacket and pants. Have them terrible. And I'm going to detail every single spot that's screwed up with it. And then, you know, they'll fix it, but I give it another month before it starts fucking up again. So I don't really know what the solution is other than just to change brands. So the suit, long-term review, I mean, as of 3 or 4 weeks, extremely waterproof, still breathable, but doesn't let any water through. I can ride, I've ridden in the rain down to 35, 36 degrees Fahrenheit without the thermal layer in, and it's great. With the Andes, I had to always keep the thermal layer in when it was below 40. With this thing down to 35, I feel completely snug and completely warm. Rain, no water getting through at all, except for the neckline, which is all my fault. The thing is tight, it's form-fitting, it's comfortable, it still lets you move your arms and such. I think it's designed from a comfort and from an application standpoint really, really well. Both of these are. But the workmanship is just subpar. So I guess this is my 2,500 mile review of the Valparaiso, and I did about 11 to 12,000 miles in the Andes, and you know, they were fine, but look at the Andes. I never even, this is the elbow. I never even like army crawled in this thing. This is just normal riding. I would take the jacket off when I came to stops, but this just came apart. This is the elbow. So it's just not built to last very long. The knees, understandably, would be a little beat up, but in fact, I've sat on my knees a few times with these pants, and you know, by the campfire, and the knees held up even better than the elbows on the Andes. So, yeah, I just thought I kept you guys up. Those of you that are looking for kind of a rider's experience with these, that is my thoughts.